Hello everybody and welcome to English with David from home. Yeah, this is so not the way we all imagined Block D. We were supposed to have the cosplay parade and we were supposed to do the Japan thing, and well, if we ignore the fact that the world is ending outside and that we are all kind of going to die or whatever, if we ignore that fact, um, it's still nice, right? To be home, to be able to wake up a little bit later than the usual because even if you have class at 7, you still don't have to wake like a gajillion hours earlier to get to the school bus and go and the cold. And I wake up just around 15 minutes before starting class, just have a quick shower, and that's it. And here I am. So it's nice. I mean, it comes well for the body. I miss you. Well, I love you all, sevenths. Yeah, well, anyway, guys, I'm going to explain you first how things are going to work. This video and every lesson video that I make is going to be split in 3 sections. The first of them is going to be about grammar, so that's pretty much the notebook phase of the lesson. In that, I'm going to be explaining a grammar topic, and of course I want you to take notes in the notebook. In the second one, there's going to be an exercise. The exercise really depends on the week. I'm going to make these workshops weekly. So one week is going to be listening exercises, another one is going to be reading exercises, or yeah, it depends. And finally, there's going to be a production activity. The thing I care about the most regarding my subject and regarding education is for you to be able to not to know things, but to use the things that you know to produce. So that's why the production activities per week are going to cost 10% of the subject, of the goal, right? So for example, the production activity that I assign at the end of the class is going to be 10%. So that's it. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to write me. You got my number and you also got our Gmail account, that is englishcalatrava2020@gmail.com. And well, let's get started with class, guys, and let's do our best. Grammar! Let's begin with grammar, people. JJ, go back to your seat, man. Wanted to make the class as realistic as possible. The grammar topic of the day, we're going to study determiners of quantity. So, in order to begin, I want you to go to page 360 and 361. 360. Determiners, quantifiers, are words to refer to the number or amount of things. They are followed by singular or plural nouns. Okay, number or amount of things. The first that you're going to see there are much and many. The first distinction that we should make is that much is not for counting things. I mean, it's not for a quantity, because much is exactly for things that you cannot count. What things can you count and what things can't you count? Okay, you can count, let's say what? You can count cards, right? 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards. Cards. So you can say that I have many cards in my hand. But now, what things can't you count? A thing would be liquid. You cannot count liquid. You can count bottles, but the liquid is something you cannot count. So, for example, you say, I drink much water and I have many apples in my fridge, right? So, things that you cannot count could be summarized pretty quickly. Number one, liquids. You cannot count liquids. I drink much juice or I drink much water. You cannot say many water. That's not possible. The second thing you cannot count is dust or everything related, everything that is dust like. Example, sugar. You put much sugar in your coffee and you put much salt in your chicken, but you put many spoons of sugar in your coffee and you put many spoons of salt in your chicken. So, many for countable, much for uncountable. I do much exercise and I do many push ups. There is all, that means everybody. There is both, that means the two of them, or ambos. There is a few, that means, not many people, pocos. And there is each. Each means cada. Now you have them. Mucho, muchos, todo, ambos, un poco, y cada. So people, now that you have them all, I want you to do the whole activity, which is and match. This time I guess I don't get to raise you for house points. Once you're done, people, please move on to the exercise part of this lesson. Page 260. In it, you're going to see the regular listening exercise that we always do. Yes, you're going to be able to do it because I'm going to play it right now.
Listening Comprehension 1.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Miss Cohen, and I want to welcome you to our annual Intel Science Fair. I want to thank all of the students who are participating today. They've presented the most extraordinary and useful inventions at different schools around the state. Now, we're going to meet each of these students and get to know more about their inventions. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Miss Cohen. I'm Oliver Reed.
Nice to meet you, Oliver. Your invention looks amazing. I'd like to know what it is and how it works.
Sure. I call it the Kid Saver because it was made to save the lives of kids who are left inside a vehicle.
That's really interesting. How did you come up with this idea?
One day, I read that many kids are left by their parents inside hot cars. Some parents practically forget that their kids are there, and they leave the cars with the doors locked. This has caused many catastrophes. So, I decided to invent this 90-centimeter long saving band that is attached to the driver's side door. The band functions as a spring that doesn't let the car door close when a child is inside the car.
Great! What materials did you use?
I only used some duct tape and many rubber bands. It's very easy to make.
Awesome! Well, good luck, Oliver.
Thank you, Miss Cohen.
And here we have two participants. Hello, what are your names?
I'm Sherry Collins.
And my name is Fred Berman.
Nice to meet you. Can you tell us more about your invention?
Of course. It's a cell phone charger. It can charge a cell phone in just 20 seconds. It also allows your phone battery to last up to 10 times longer than any other common charger.
Another good thing is that this device is dirt cheap. All the materials we use to make it are very easy to find, and they don't cost too much money.
This is awesome, guys. It's a great invention. You both did a great job.
Thank you, Miss Cohen.
Finally, I want to make a few announcements to our visitors. The participants are going to stay here for a few hours because we need you to see each of the inventions and vote for your favorite. Don't judge a book by its cover. All the projects are really good.
Now that you're done with it, I want you to go to the next listening exercise. It is going to be in page 268. We are just going to do the first part because I want you to get into topic before I assign the production activity. So let's play it now.
Listening Comprehension 2.
Good afternoon. I'm Jeremy Cooper, reporting from NASA's Johnson Space Center, where students from Canada, Mexico, Spain, and the United States participated in the International Air and Space Program. This year, 2 students from Mexico won the robotics competition. Congratulations, guys! What are your names?
Hi, my name is Andres Rodriguez, and this is Rebecca Reyes.
What do you study?
We study robotics at the Mexican School of Robotics.
That's fantastic! And how did you manage to be the best in this competition? Could you tell us more about your invention?
Sure, we designed a mechanical arm that can perform emergency surgeries in space. It resists different atmospheric pressures and can be used even if there's no gravity.
Awesome! Was it difficult for you to work as a team and come up with the same idea?
Well, we're as thick as thieves, and we work perfectly together.
Great! And what did you win?
We got a scholarship and $5,000.
How did you feel when you found out that you were the winners?
It's something I didn't expect to happen. When I heard we had won, I jumped. I shouted. I was very excited.
I can imagine. Well, congratulations, guys. Good luck in your future careers.
People, you're done. Let's move to the production activity and give me your best, please. This following activity that I am about to assign is going to give you 10% of the goal, and also it's going to give you some house points. How to do it? Step number 1, open your notebook and look for the modal verbs that we studied during block C, I believe. Okay? Step number 2, go to comparatives. We studied them during block B, I believe. As soon as you have the 2 of them, I want you to remember the topic that we heard in the listening that we just did. It's robots, right? I want you to think of the topic, and then I want you to think of all the fictional robots that you have seen in movies, in series, in video games, and anime, and pick up the best, the one that you like the most. I want you to use the modal verbs to explain me all the potential of this robot character and to explain why you consider it the best. Help yourself with comparatives too. The student that makes the strongest case for any possible robot and the student that backs it up the best is getting 10 points for his house. Students who do it kind of good should get 6 points or 7 points. So, Who is the best robot in fiction? Is it Optimus Prime? Is it Bumblebee? Is it Mega Man? Is it Zero? Is it the Terminator? Is it Cell? It's Android 17? It's Android 18. She's hotter. It is Mecha Naruto, the red scorpion of the hidden sand village. Is it Genos? Third, I mean, he's not metal, but he's kind of like a robot, right? It is Otto Magetta. It is Frankie from Nickelodeon. So give me your best, back it up, and then send me a a Word document with your choice and your reasons. 250 words minimum, and do your best. Goodbye, people.